Greetings and welcome to Insights from the Summit, an informative webinar presented by Assured Strategy, a coaching and consulting firm specializing in guiding executives through change to find their freedom. Today, we are grateful for the insights of Assured Strategy coach and Velocity Circles leader, Ted Sarvata. Ted has freed up entrepreneurs for maximum organizational impact through proven methodologies for more than 25 years. Great job, Ted. From vision to strategy, then excellence and execution, Sarvata is known for implementing accountability, strategic thinking, and tactical excellence in the clients he serves. Welcome, Ted, to this edition of Insights from the Summit.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Excellent. Ted, today our topic is velocity circles and how these circles might be of benefit to the clients that we serve.
Great.
Okay, so the first question that I have for you is a definition-based question, and that is, can you tell us what velocity circles actually are?
Sure. Velocity Circles are a year-long, expert-led program of learning, planning, and taking action for CEOs of small businesses. And the idea is we get together 4 times a year face-to-face for a whole day. And then in between, we do webinars similar to this one, except longer, and we're in a workshop format. And then in between those, we're doing one-on-one coaching, and when appropriate, we'll even do weekly meeting observations. So that's the idea.
So you actually go on site with a client and see what they're doing and give direct advice.
We're doing those by webinar too. So we're utilizing all the technology at our disposal.
Fantastic. Who would normally benefit from participation in a velocity circle? It's not for everybody, right?
No, it's really not. It's not for everybody. It's for the small business owner, and perhaps bringing a number 2 with you, who is growing too fast. You can't do it all anymore, the way you used to do. And you are not yet at that place where it makes sense to hire a coach privately to work with an entire executive team. You might not even have an executive team. That's totally fine. We've designed this program for you. So you want to learn, you want to grow, you're ready for that next step, you want to scale up, and you know that the business has outstripped your own capacity to manage things.
So I had heard a rumor about one of the things that you just said, and that was the ability to bring in your number 2.
Yes, we know that if you have a number 2, that's a really powerful person in your business, powerful relationship for you, and we want to support that. And so we're allowing you to bring that person as part of your, as part of your fee. Just bring that person along, and that will greatly enhance the effectiveness of the circle. If you don't have that person, come alone, and we're going to totally make it worth your while that way as well.
That's a huge added value, I think.
I think so. I think it's going to be really exciting for those people that do have a number 2 with them.
I do too. Tell me about the power of learning and receiving coaching with a group of peers. Why is it something that our listeners might receive great benefit from?
Sure. Well, you might notice in your own life, and you just check in with yourself. When are you most effective? And we can all read a book or we can watch a TED Talk on our own. But when we're speaking out loud and saying the things that we're working on, that's really powerful. Our focus in Velocity Circles is always on you as an individual, as the business owner. And if you've got your number 2, on the 2 of you together on your business. And the power of that then in a room with other CEOs is that you're engaging more of your brain. As you probably know, when you're reading a book or you're watching a video, you engage a certain part of your brain. But when you get to open your mouth and you get to talk about what you're doing, that engages more of your brain. And engaging socially with more people in the room, we are social animals, humans. And so that way we engage the most, as much of your brain as possible. That's the idea.
Excellent. I also think it's really nice to be around people that are facing some of the same challenges as you are and be able to just be part of a group of people that understand each other and can help get through those tough times that we all have. So Ted, can you do a straight cost-benefit analysis for us? Why would a CEO spend their time, money, and resources to join something like Velocity Circles?
Yeah, absolutely. If you think about how fast your business is growing, imagine you're growing fast enough to double in 3 years. The only way you're going to be able to scale that is if you're doubling your own skills in the same time period or faster. And so as we think about ROI, that's really what we're going for. We're going for, in a 1-year program, to advance your skills enough that you'll be able to stay ahead of the business. And so as we think about the countless ways that you can learn and grow, you can do them on your own. There are lower price points than this for sure. You can go read books and watch TED Talks, and you can think about that as being free, but the fact is it's not free in terms of opportunity cost and your time and energy. This is a very efficient program in terms of what you're going to put into it and what you're going to get out of it. You're going to have to do the homework in between, but our meetings are very powerful, and we're focused on those high ROI activities that are going to get you the most benefit right away. Sometimes that looks like getting your whole business on one page, and sometimes it looks like finding hidden cash right there in your business. And so we'll be doing those kinds of things, as well as assessing your organizational efficiency and making sure that you're getting the most profit out of your revenue as well. So those are all the ways that we can really look at ROI.
Love that. I sometimes talk with my clients about going on a journey, and that there are multiple ways to get to the end of your journey. And depending on what your resources are and what's available to you, depends on your mode of transportation. And as you said, there are lower price points in this, like an economy car will still get you there, and it'll cost you less, and you'll save some money, but you're probably not going to be that comfortable if it's a long journey, and you're going to have to work harder at it. And then we've got a nice luxury sedan that will get you to your destination in comfort and in good time and good levels of productivity, and it's kind of a mid-range product. And then, the ultimate is having a dedicated team take on the needs of your business and be able to go all hands on deck and fly in a Learjet from one place to the other, get it done fast, get it done with the most comfort possible and the least amount of commitment on your part, to be able to have others help with the heavy lifting. So I like to give that analogy, and I think that it's important to understand that this is not the be all and end all, fix everything in your business, but it's a great midpoint to enter.
That's right.
Do you agree with that analogy?
Oh, I completely agree. And to be frank, we created this product because there were businesses that we're just not able to serve in our full service way. And that's frustrating, because we want those businesses to have all the scaling up tools and be able to really contribute, in the way that they want to contribute, and to be able to grow faster and to be able to do it without losing their freedom. So that's really what this is all about. It's designed to fit that client, that company that we weren't able to serve before.
Talk to me a little bit more about that concept of freedom.
Yeah, I think freedom is a really big deal in our world, and it really is about, as an entrepreneur, as a business owner, you have a great idea and you want to bring that to the world, and you should benefit from that. Not only should you, in terms of being deserving, but the fact is you're going to make those contributions if you are also taking care of all aspects of your life. And so if you traded 40 hours a week of working for somebody else for 80 hours a week of working for yourself, that's a bad deal. And so what we want to do is make sure that you've got the systems, the processes, the tools, and the team in place such that your genius comes out. And it doesn't have to look like every additional increment of scale is an additional increment of your effort. That's contrary, right? That's backwards. That's
a job.
It's not sustainable. No. And you're not going to be able to grow past a certain point. And you may be facing that point right now. That's probably a good trigger for you, actually, if you're looking at velocity circles as a path to get out of that rat race. So we really want to leverage your time and efforts and talents such that your incremental effort, results in something much, much larger, which then buys you that freedom that you really want. That freedom to spend more time on the parts of the business that you care about the most, or that freedom to be spending time with aging relatives or with your kids, or on recreation, or connecting, with those important relationships in your life, or it could be anything. what you choose to do with that freedom is really up to you.
Right. And that time is an asset that we never can recoup. Once it's gone, it's gone.
24 hours in the day for every one of us.
Yep. So are there any elements that you would caution someone about regarding joining a Velocity Circle?
Absolutely. I mean, if you think this is going to be a quick fix, then this is not for you. It is definitely going to be hard work. So if you imagine that there are, some tools that other people can then take care of in your business, that this is also not a fit for you. If you're not willing to be challenged, and if you're not willing to do the work to grow yourself, then this isn't a great match.
I want to wrap this up by asking you for some experiences from others that have been through a Velocity Circle and some feedback that we've gotten as far as the effectiveness, as far as what they learned. So I want you to put yourself in the shoes of someone who has finished this program, has completed a year, and is ready to move on to the next year or into private coaching and consulting, and ask you what they might tell someone else about their experience that would convince them to join a Velocity Circle.
What we have heard, the typical kinds of answers that we get to this kind of question from folks that have done this work ahead of us, is that from the very first session, they walked out with their entire plan. And when I say entire, I mean high level, but their entire business on one page. The idea of getting everybody on the same page, well, you're going to leave the first session with that page. And then throughout the year, what happens is you end up working, and going deeper on those things. And so what we hear from our clients is that having everything on one page is incredibly valuable in terms of their own clarity and their own ability to communicate with others in their business. And then to go further, some of the tools allow direct financial either savings or financial benefit. For example, when folks really hone in on their core customer and they stop serving those low margin parts of their business and they focus their marketing efforts and their all of their sales efforts on those high margin activities, well, that is a direct benefit to the rest of the business as well. Sort of on both sides. One, on giving you more time and freedom, but on the second hand, also generating more money. So those are the kind of results that people typically report, that's what they get out of doing this work over the course of a year.
That's significant return on investment. Well, that is the conclusion of our webinar today on Velocity Circles. I want to thank Ted for his participation in Insights from the Summit. Please stay tuned for editions of Insights from the Summit, where we will be introducing and explaining key concepts for mid-market businesses and organizations that are looking to really scale and make the most of their operations in ways never before imagined, that give you significant return on your investment and ultimately guide you to our purpose, which is to guide leaders through change to find their freedom. Here's to your freedom and to hearing more from you on our next edition. Thank you, Ted.
Thank you.